For our last Janstrad video, we did the second part of our upgrade for this here 464 Plus, where we're trying to get it to be effectively a 6128 Plus. A few people asked why I did that rather than buying a 6128. Literally the cost difference. Buying a 6128 Plus is very expensive at the moment, whereas these upgrades didn't cost much. Oh, I mean, the most expensive part was the SED chip, which was £14. So it is a rather relatively inexpensive way of getting a 6128 Plus, with a few caveats that we have to work out how to get that drive elegantly connected to the machine. We haven't solved that one yet, but what we have done is got both the disk drive and the extra memory working, and so we may as well demonstrate that. Okay, if you remember from last time, if you haven't watched the last video, probably go and watch that first. Otherwise a lot of this stuff won't make sense. But if you remember last time, we had put all the chips and the resistors and capacitors and what have you into the machine to make the floppy drive part of this stuff work. We had put all the chips in, and we had put in the connector for the actual floppy interface. Now, the one thing we hadn't put in, which we needed, if we take this out, is there are 3 pads here which need to be cleared, and once they're cleared, that's going to slide off, never mind, go over there for now. Once they're cleared out, the 2 leftmost, as we're looking at it now, so over here, in fact I'll zoom in on that. So, as you can see here, this is, we're just going to use the 2 leftmost pads, and the, make sure I get this right, the one that's on the left, like on the far left or all the way over here, that's the plus 5 volts, and the one on this side is ground. So for a floppy disk, so for a floppy drive or a Gotek, as we've got here, the 2 again leftmost pins on here, so the far left one being plus 5 volts, the one next to it being ground, we can connect those to pin header, and then if we plug that in, we've got our voltages. Now, the connector here is 26 pin. The connector on here is very much not 26 pin. It is 34 pin, so we need to convert that. Now, there are cables you can buy. So this cable goes from 26 pin to 34 pin. You can see it splits the cable and only uses a certain number of pins. I have got this is actually a GPIO cable for a Raspberry Pi, because it's 26 pins, which is handy, and that's going into the MEL connector for that. There are also these little boards which are freely available online if you search for them, or you can buy them ready, well, the PCB, and they're easy enough to make up, and they will go into there and they'll convert it to a normal floppy connector. I found that unwieldy to use, so I changed what I was doing. Anyway, so now those are plugged in, so our Gotek should work. The RAM's plugged in, so we should have 128K. So now we should actually test those things out. Right. So I was going to capture this using my capture device, but I think we'll just record it straight off the screen so you can kind of see messing around with this as well. First of all then, let's turn this on. Right, so first of all we need to go to basic. There we go. Right, so this is currently set to Amsylvania Castle. If we do a cat, hopefully, there we go. So we would load that, but that's actually I will load that. It's, I think, a Spanish game. For a lot of things you can just do Control Enter, but I've not found one yet that works, so I don't know if that's this or if it's just how the images are laid out. But either way, it loads. Kind of hear the fake disk stuff. Number and name, isn't it? Do I want to write my name? I don't think I do. Right. Well, I know what the top one means. So there we go. We go into that. Hey, there we go. There we are. It is working. Right, let's try a different game. Right, well, let's see if the control enter works. It does not. Okay. I don't know enough about the Amstrad to know what the files need to be that kind of auto run thing. So yeah, Rainbow Islands, particular favourite of mine. Don't know, how do we start? Oh, that adds in credits apparently. And space, so there we go. Insect Island. That's some good music. Let's pause. Oh, Rainbow Islands, what are your buttons? That's fire. Oh, no, that's not a... These buttons do not feel like they're going to be good. I mean, that makes sense as jump. Oh, okay, I think I've got the buttons. Just in time to die again. There we go. We got it. Right, we're there. Oh. Anyway, you get the point. The disk drive is working. So, let's try something 128K. And I think the best thing for that is there were some demos released. And they are 128K only. So let's give those a try. Okay, so here we are. They are on the C4 CPC cartridge. So, let's try the DMA music demo. These are all, as you can see from the title there, these are all 128K only games, demos. We'll turn it up. Right, let's try another one. One of these may have copyrighted music on. Well, apparently this is the best CPC only demo. You've got to be confident in yourself, that's the important thing. Well, it's hard to argue with that logic. Anyway, that's it. It is absolutely working. So let's go to a summary. And there we go. The update, which we started quite a while ago, is finally done. Our 464 Plus is now, for all intents and purposes, a 6128 Plus. Now we still have to work out what we're going to do about that disk drive. As you can see, the GoTech was open because I was kind of toying with maybe there was some way I could fit it inside there without outwardly damaging the actual case or anything. As you can probably guess, it didn't work. One way I've seen other people do it is there's just enough gap in the case when it's put together, you can put the ribbon cable and power cable through the back. and it will just be compressed by the actual casing. So I might try that. That's one of the reasons why I've got the longer ribbon cable. So we could try that. I could just extend those power cables a little bit. And of course, the other option is I just go with it and cut the back of the case and put the Centronics port on and have it external, which would be the neatest way of doing it. But I really do balk at making changes to a computer which you can't undo. I mean, I guess technically you can undo it, but it wouldn't be the same. So I guess we've got to work that out. But we have those things there now. We've got the ability to use the drive. The 128K stuff works. So we've got all that extra memory. So yeah, I guess that's this series kind of done. What we will do, because you'll probably notice we didn't play any 128K games, we just did some demos. So we will be doing a little bit of a video about the 128K games for the Amstrad, because reason being, a lot of them were Magnetic Scrolls adventure games, which is something we've already covered in another video. But we'll have a little look at them on the Amstrad and a few of the other games as well. And maybe some of those ports that were ported to the GX4000, because of course they're kind of coming home again on the machine they were ported from, but they're on that cartridge, so we can take a look at those. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit like if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you really like the video. If you didn't like the video, you have something else to say, then please leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to be told when future videos come out. And if you want to get early videos or exclusive videos, then join our Patreon or the YouTube membership for as little as £1, and you'll get all that. See you next time.
The present is horrible. The future looks bleak. Remember our childhood to get us through the week. We're getting re-enthused. Back to the past and the things we used. We all know that our pasts were great. Escaping the things that today we hate. Getting re-enthused. Getting re-enthused. Getting re-enthused. Getting re-enthused.